Hello viewers, my name is Bhat Rafi. I am lecturer in zoology subject. My YouTube channel is Bhat Rafi's Lectures. You can share and subscribe. Today my topic is connective tissue for class 11th student. You all know that if we define first the tissue, simply tissue is the group of cells which perform a definite function. The tissue is the group of cells similar structure and function and origin is called tissue. Animal tissue is made up of 4 different types of tissues. Animal tissue is made up of 4 different types of tissues. First is the epithelial tissue, and second is the connective tissue, and third is the muscular tissue, and fourth is the nervous tissue. Animal tissue is made up of 4 different tissues. First tissue is the epithelial tissue, second tissue is the muscular tissue, third tissue is the nervous tissue, and fourth tissue is the connective tissue. So today we describe the connective tissue. Connective tissue means which connects the different tissues of our body. It is the most evident and widely distributed tissue of the body. It connects different tissues or organs. In a connective tissue connects different tissues and organs. It connects different tissues and organs and provides support to various structures of the animal body. If you go for function of this connective tissue, what is its function? Function of the connective tissue. Function of connective tissue. First function of the connective tissue, or they form the supporting framework of cartilage and bones in the body. They form the supporting framework of cartilage and the bones in the body. And second function is of the connective tissue is they join one tissue to another in the organs. And third is a variety of connective tissue called the adipose tissue stores fat and insulates the body against the heat loss. Is the third, and fourth function is the transport. Transport means to move from one place to another place. In a fluid connective tissue, namely blood and lymph, carry materials from one part to another part of the body. You all know the blood is a fluid connective tissue and is always found in the circulation. And the fifth function is the packing. Fifth function of the connective tissue is the packing material. This means that irregular tissue forms the packing nearly in all organs. If you go for types of the connective tissue, types. First type of the connective tissue is the areolar. Sorry, we'll go first. Areolar tissue. Areolar tissue is called the loose connective tissue. It is also called the loose connective tissue. It is called the loose connective tissue because it is a loose and cellular connective tissue. Its matrix consists of 2 types of fibrils: white collagen fibrils, which changes into gelatin on boiling in water, and yellow collagen fibrils, elastin. If you occurrence of areolar tissue, it occurs and it joins skin to muscle, fills space inside the organs, and is found around muscles, blood vessels, and the nerves. These are the occurrence of this areolar tissue. Now, function of this irregular tissue. First function of the irregular tissue, it helps us in repair of the tissue after injury. When the body gets the injury, it helps us to repair the injury part. It helps in repair of tissue after injury. It also helps us in the combating foreign toxins. And third function is it fixes skin to underlying the muscles. It is the types in a tendon. Tendon are the cord-like, very tough in elastic bundle of the white collagenous fibers bound together by irregular tissue. The cells present in the tendon are elongated and fibroblasts, which are in almost continuous rows here and there. Tendons connects the skeletal muscles with the bone. It connects the skeletal muscles with the bone. And second subtype of this irregular is the ligament. Ligament are the cord formed by a yellow elastic tissue in which many collagen fibers are bound together by the irregular tissue. The fibroblasts are irregularly secreted. This tissue combines strength with a great flexibility. The ligaments serve to bind the bone together. Now, second type of the connective tissue is the adipose. This is the second type of the connective tissue. First is the adipose tissue. Now, adipose connective tissue. Adipose is primarily a fat, strong tissue in which the matrix is packed with the large spherical or oval fat cells. Each fat cell contains a large fat tubule. And if you go for occurrence of this tissue, they are found in beneath the skin. They are found in this is the skin in the covering of the heart, around the blood vessels. They are found beneath the skin in covering of the heart, around the blood vessels. Kidney function. The tissue stores the fat. It insulates the body against the heat loss. This is the adipose tissue. I will repeat this. Adipose is primarily the fat storing tissue in which matrix is packed with a large spherical or oval fat cells. Each fat cell contains large fat globule. If you go for occurrence of this adipose, they are found beneath the skin in the covering of heart, around the blood vessels, kidney, etc. If you go for function is of this adipose tissue, they store the fat. This is the function of the adipose tissue. And second function is it insulates the body against the heat loss. And third function of this adipose is it forms the shock absorbing cushion around kidneys and eyeballs, and it produces the blood corpuscles also. And fourth, now this third type of the connective tissue is the skeletal tissue. Third type is the skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue. Skeletal tissue, the rigid skeleton forms the rigid skeleton which supports the vertebrate's body and forms the endoskeleton of vertebrate body. There are two types of the skeletal tissue. First is the cartilage and bone. Second is bone. Cartilage, bone. Cartilage is soft but flexible skeletal tissue. It consists of living cells embedded in the matrix. They are the porous. Cartilage are porous. The body cells are present. The blood cells are present. Its matrix is made up of protein and mineral salts. If you go for occurrence of this cartilage, they occur all at the end of the long bone, pinna of ears, end of the nose, etc. The function it provides support and flexibility to the body part. This is the function of the cartilage. It provides support and flexibility to the body parts. And second function of the cartilage is smoothen surface at the joints. It smoothen surface at joints. Now, second part of the skeleton is the bone. You all know we have 26 types of bones in our body. Bone is hardest tissue in the body. Bone is the hard tissue, the hardest tissue of the body. And is due to the body. Hardness is due to the calcification. And of its matrix. It is non-flexible tissue. It is not flexible, just like as a cartilage. It is non-porous. It consists of dead cells. Blood cells are absent. Its matrix are made up of proteins. If you go for functions of bone, you all know that bones, its functions are that if you go first where it is present, bone, first we define where it is present. It is present almost throughout the body. I have already told that we have 206 bones. It is present almost throughout the body, head, hand, leg, etc. If you go for function of this bone, it provides shape to the body. And the bone provides shape to our body. And second function is that it forms endoskeletal of the nerve plates. And third function is they protect many delicate tissue of our body. And fourth function is it anchors the muscles. Now the fourth is the fluid. Fourth type of it is the fluid. You all know that fluid connective tissue links the different part of the body and maintain the continuity in the body, including blood and the limb. First we go for blood. You all know that blood, it is the fluid connective tissue and is always found in the circulation. It is called the river of the blood, river of the life, which flows inside the body of human beings in a definite blood vessels called arteries, veins. The system which is involved in this connection is called transport system. Blood is highly complex, homogeneous fluid and composed of large variety of dissolved, suspended, inorganic and organic substances, as well as three kinds of elements. The blood consists of plasma and three kinds of formed element, that is RBC, WBC and RBC, WBC platelets. First we go for the plasma. Plasma are pale yellow liquid, watery liquid. The plasma, it is transparent pale yellow watery liquid. Its main component is 90% water and 10% include many kinds of protein, living cells, certain types of the salts, gases, glucose, ammonia acids, urea, serum. And second is the RBC. RBC stands for red blood cells, erythrocytes. Technically it is called erythrocytes. RBC are the circular, round, biconcave, non-nucleated, denucleated, yellow nucleus. Normal adult man and woman have 5 to 6 million RBCs per cubic millimeter of blood. Per cubic millimeter of the blood, respectively. RBC is red in color because of presence of the hemoglobin. It is the red because of the hemoglobin is the pigment present in the blood. And also, if you go for lifespan of the RBCs are 4 months, that is the 120 days. 4 months, 120. If you go for quantity of the hemoglobin, 100 ml of the blood of a normal healthy individual contains 12 to 16 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin. If you go for WBC, second type, WBC. WBC stands for white blood corpuscles. Technically, it is called the leukocytes. Technically, it is called the leukocytes. You all know that WBC, its main function is they work like soldier. They destroy the unwanted cells of our body. In the WBC, they are colorless cells. They do not contain hemoglobin. They are largest cells of the body. They are less in number than RBC. Total number of WBC is 6,000 to 8,000. 6,000 to 8,000 per cubic mm of blood. I already told that their function, they work like soldier, destroy dead and unwanted cells. They also kill the foreign microorganisms. And third is the platelets. Third type is the platelets. Platelets, they are small irregular bodies present in the blood. You all know that platelets help in clotting of the blood. Whenever you get a clot, blood starts oozing out and automatically blood stops. That we call the coagulation of blood. They help in clotting. They are oval to spherical in shape. They have no nucleus. The number of platelets in human blood varies from 250 lakh to 250,000 to 450,000 per cubic mm. Average lifespan of platelets in human is about 5 to 9 days. If you go function of platelets, I already told that when injury is caused, the blood platelets release the certain chemicals, which is called the platelet factors. In a thromboplastin, the platelet factors help in clotting the blood. At the site of injury, the platelet releases the platelet factors, thromboplastin, that help in blood clotting. If you go another type is the limb. Limb is the colorless fluid that is filtered out of the blood capillaries. Since it is not part of the blood, its composition is similar to that of blood, except RBCs and some blood proteins are present in it. In limb, WBCs are found in evidence function. It protects the body against infections. And second is, it brings the carbon dioxide and nitrogen waste from the tissues. And this is the fluid to the blood. Tissues, fluid to the blood. These are the description of the connective tissue. Thank you all. Thank you all.